gave you circumcision, not because it was from the fathers, and on Shabbat you circumcise a man. Circumcision is an ancient covenant. And let us turn to Genesis 9:26 for a further in-depth study of what circumcision truly is. Now, if you pay attention, and he bless and blessed be is what it states in the scripts. Yod He Vav He, the Elohim of Shem, and shall be Canaan, servant of his. So, that is the Elohim of Shem. Now, we go to Genesis 17, 19 through 27. And said Elohim, indeed, your wife shall bear for you a son, and you shall call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him, covenant everlasting, and with his seed after him. And as for Ishmael, I have heard you, behold, I have blessed him, and I will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly, exceedingly too. 10 princes shall beget, and I will make him a nation. Great and my covenant I will establish with Isaac, which shall bear unto you Sarah, and at set this time. And year the next, and he left off talking with him, and went up to the Elohim from Avraham, and took Avram Ishmael his son, and all that were born in his house, and all were bought with his money, every male among the men of the house, Avraham's, and circumcised the flesh their foreskin. In the self same day, this said unto him Elohim, and Avram old was 99 years when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. And Ishmael his son was old 310 years when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. And in the self same day, this was circumcised Avram Ishmael and his son, and all the men of his house born in the house, and bought with the money with the son of alien were circumcised with him. Now, I might not have said that 100% accurate, but it is almost 100% accurate translation. Now we'll go to Genesis 34:13. So you have to realize the ancient covenant is being influenced by Yod He Vav He. Not yeah. So, and let's look at Genesis 34:13. And answered, sons of Yaakov, Shem, and Hamor, and his father, and said, because he had defiled their sister, and said to them, not we able do thing this, to give our sister to one that to him who is uncircumcised, for reproach that unto us, but in this we will consent unto you, if you will be as we be, that be circumcised of you every male. Then we will give our daughters unto you, and your daughters we will take to us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become people one. But if not, you will listen unto us to be circumcised, then we will take our daughter, and we will be gone, and please their words in the eyes of Hamor, and in the eyes of Shechem, the son of Hamor's, and not defer the young man to do the thing, because he had delight in daughter Jacob's, and he was more honorable than all the house of his father. And came Hamor and Shechem his son unto the gate of their city, communed the men in their city, saying, Men, these are peaceable, like with us. Therefore let them dwell in the land and trade therein, for the land, behold, it is large enough for them. Their daughters let us take to us for wives, and our daughters let us give them. Only herein will consent unto us the men for to dwell with us to be people one, if be circumcised among us every male. As they are circumcised, their cattle and their substance and every beast shall not be ours. There is only let us consent unto them and dwell with us, and listen unto Hamor and unto Shechem his son. All that went out of the gate of his city was circumcised, every male. All that went out of the gate of circumcised, all that went out of the gate of the city. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, the two sons of Jacob, Shimon and Levi, Dinah's brethren, took each man his sword, and came upon the city boldly, and slew all the males. And they slew Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house, and went out. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain, and spoiled the city, because they had defiled their sister. They took their sheep, ox, and their asses, and that which was in the city, and which was in the field, and their wealth, and all their little ones, and their wives took they captive, and spoiled even all that was in the house. And Jacob said to Shimon and Levi, You have troubled me, to make me stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and Perizzites, and I be few in number. They shall gather themselves together against me, and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. The circumcision is ancient, and it's extremely serious, and it gives power and influence over those who don't ever have the name and who are sinners. And they were slaughtered. But the Creator has tried to show through other ways just how much He wants you to learn. Now, if we go to Deuteronomy, and if you're watching this and you're circumcised, realize that you are under the Torah. So follow the Torah as much as you can, and pray to Yeshua as much more, because the circumcision, you're going to be influenced by Yod He Vav He. Let's take a look here. If I'm not mistaken, Deuteronomy 10:12. Now I want you to really think about this part right here. 10:12. And now, Israel, what doth require of thee, but to fear and walk in all his ways, and to love him, and serve with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of and his statutes which I command thee this day, for thy good. Behold, and the heaven of heavens is thy Elohim, earth also, with all that therein is. Only had a delight in thy fathers to love them, and chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. Circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked. Circumcise the foreskin of your heart. Believe in Yeshua. Because Yeshua told you that the body is a temple. And you shouldn't have any cuts in your temple.